Hello, hello, hello. Hi, you guys. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? It's Friday happy hour on Sunday. Friday happy hour on Sunday, and I appreciate the grace that y'all give me during these times. But yes, it is Friday on Sunday. I'm super, super happy to be here, though. How's everybody been doing? Have you had an amazing weekend? I don't know what the weather's like where you are, but where we are in Texas, and I don't report this very often, it's been beautiful. I mean, it is beautiful. The entire weekend has been an absolutely stunning, beautiful weekend. So I'm going to wait a few minutes and see if anybody pops on. So hopefully I'll have somebody to talk to. I'm coming on live with no makeup on, um, just straight out of the shower. And I mean, the reason really why I decided to not worry about it is because I want this post to be real. I want it to feel real and I want to be real. And that's that. All right. So I think somebody just popped on. I believe it might be Michelle Keller. Let's see who's here. All right. I'm just trying to find us on the iPad just so I can talk to whoever shall be here. What's going on? Why can't I do that? Okay. And maybe if I do that. And there I am. I found it. Yay, I found it. I figured it out. All right, there we go. Hi, Karen. Hi, Sue. Hi, guys. Thanks for coming on. All right, so yeah, so I had a blow it, lots of blow. I've had lots of blow it moments lately. I mean, it's just been I've been full of blow it moments, right? So no hi Michelle. Um I'm not going to hide anything about it. I've been like strapped and stressed and all of that. But during that, hi, Suzanne, thanks for coming on. But so during all of these blow it moments, I've been having a lot of kind of aha moments too, talking to a lot of you, and then having some experiences that I feel like are lessons, right? And a part of me feels like that everything that we do and everything that happens to us is a lesson, right? Cute. Hi, you're on Monica but hopped over here, or you're on Patreon. No worries. I just want everybody to be able to talk, so wherever you're most comfortable, let's just do that. Okay, no worries. I'm not going to push it today. All right. My alarm's going, telling me I need to go live. So I set an alarm to tell me I need to go live, and that is so I don't forget, because that's how my life is right now. I got to do that. Anyways, so I've been talking to a few of you, and also this stuff has kind of resonated in us. And this is, and so I guess I don't even know what to call it, but I guess it's about us as women and artists finding the confidence where you are, right? So finding the confidence in your artistry, in your ability to own and push a business, and just in yourself, finding that where you are and understanding that you are right where you need to be, right? Don't laugh at me, but I can't figure out how to talk on YouTube. I was on there. It's okay. It's okay. We'll do more tutorials about that. Okay. I know it's all a learning curve. Um anyway, so this whole idea of what I'm talking about is finding that confidence and that and understanding like what input, what feedback, that's the word I'm looking for, what feedback to listen to and take seriously, and what feedback to ignore, right? And as artists, right, it's everything is objectional, right? Everything is subjective, right? So opinions come into play with art, right? Everybody's opinions come into play. But at the same time, I have this very strong belief about opinions, and I have for a long time, and that opinions are the least valuable form of input, right? So my opinion on any matter given to somebody else doesn't matter. It is only important to me. Does that make sense? So when I give my opinion, like, I don't like that. I think it's just a little bit too dark for me. That doesn't matter. Okay. The only person that that opinion should matter to is me. Okay. And then I heard another thing, that your opinions where you have no responsibility are of no matter, period. Like if you don't have, and so this kind of takes the politics out of things, right? Too. Like if you don't have a responsibility in that matter, your opinion really just doesn't matter. Right. So, so I'm going to share a few things. So talking to somebody, a friend in here, there, and I feel this too in my community. So I have this community in McKinney, and there's different parts of the community, right? There is a part of the community that I feel very connected to. They are respectful to me, and I'm respectful to them. They value what I do, and I value their support, right? And I value their opinions, and I may ask for their opinions, right? Then there's another part of the community in McKinney, and I can just feel it, right? I can feel it, that they don't respect what I do. They don't think I'm a real artist. I'm not a trained artist. I make crazy stuff, or bird nerves. I mean, that's so lame. It could be doodled or whatever. So I know that they don't respect what I do because they don't invite me into their things, right? Into their crowd, right? Whereas this other community is like, yeah, we want Kara there and we want her to be a part of this. She's a valuable member of this community. But then this other part of this community is like, no. And then, when I am happy to talk to that community as a whole in some forum or whatever, I feel it, right? I know. I'm just like, I am not thought of as an artist. Yes, and I'm partially talking about that. I am not thought of as an artist or valued as an artist in this community, right? And so you want to say like, okay, so then I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about this community, but you know that they have pull, right? They have pull in the community, right? But how much really, right? And so I feel like in a way, your consistency with the community that values you, with the community that supports you. So being engaged in that community and being consistent in that community, and then also allowing your emotions to focus on that community and not the negative community, right? The community that doesn't value. Allow your emotions to really focus on that community and just let those others be them, because you don't have to be everything to everyone, right? As an artist, you do not have to be everything to everyone. So another illustration of this idea, and hang tight because I'm going to have you guys take a quiz, right, in a little bit. Another illustration of this idea, and this is why this is like all coming to front, is something that happened to me this weekend, right? So you guys know in my studio, there's like, where my desk is behind like a little quarter wall, and I can kind of hide behind there if I don't want to talk to people. I can literally watch and listen through the slats, like while I'm painting, and if I hear something going on, I can look and I can watch through the slats, and I can watch people looking at art through those slats, and I can listen to them, which is super fun, and I have really good hearing, so it's really easy for me to do. Okay, so this just happened on, what day did I spend a lot of time? I guess both Saturday and Sunday. So I don't remember if it was yesterday or the day before. I think it was Saturday. So I'm in my studio, and these were two women were walking, right? And they were talking, having a conversation about how they wish they were creative. And they, they're just admiring all the art, and they wish that they wish that they were creative. And they were saying things like, oh, I could never, oh my gosh, I admire this, just kind of going on, look at this, look at this, look at this. And they came to my section, right? And I have some outstanding the art on the raw canvas. I have some drip art, but then I have a little floral, a little kind of a simple floral on there, right? One of the florals that we did in our tutorials, and it's kind of simple, but I think it's really pretty. And I've sold a lot of cards of that floral, actually. And she goes, oh yeah, she pointed at it and she goes, oh, if I tried it, it would turn out like this. And they both laughed, right? Pointing at my art. Okay. Good. It's like a knife to your gut, right? Like, just like, Now, a couple of years ago, I would have heard that and it would have really, really, really affected me. But luckily, I've been in this gallery for a long time. So you hear a lot of that, right? And I've heard people say things like that, about Leticia Herrera's work, who she sells her paintings that are only this big, 24 by 24 for $2,000 now. And she's represented in several galleries across the United States and one in Mexico. And I've seen people say that about her work, which is the walkers. And if you've been here in downtown McKinney, you've seen them. They're little sploogies of paint, but the background is just beautiful and they look like they're going into eternity or what have you. And people will say, oh, well, mine would look like that, or I could do that, Anyway, so if I had heard that a couple, sorry, my alarm again, it's on snooze. So that's going to happen every 10 minutes. I would have been just so devastated. But because I've seen this happen over and over again, I know it is rude, but I mean, it happens. I can't say I haven't been somewhere and looked at something and go, oh my God, but it's in the eye of the beholder. Art and the beauty of art is in the eye of the beholder. So what I think is beautiful, somebody else is going to think is atrocious and lame, right? So here's the other side on that, right? So that very same afternoon, as I'm sitting there in my studio, these people come in, and I'm working at my desk, and they're looking at me, and I can feel them looking at me, and I look up and I'm like, oh, hi. And they're smiling at me like really weird, right? Just smiling. And I'm like, hi. And they're like, oh my gosh, they said, we come here at least once a month and we come straight to your space. We love your work. We love all of it. And they're like, we love the way your space looks, the way everything's so happy, and we love the colors. And we're definitely, and I said, oh, so you come here often? Do you live close by? And they told me where they lived, and they told me, and I knew the exact house that they lived in. And it's a house, a big mansion house that I went and toured on the Parade of Homes. And I said, I've been through your house. I know you guys love art. I've seen your art. So they're serious art collectors, right? I went to the Parade of Homes, the Christmas Parade of Homes, and I was in their house and I saw their art. They're serious collectors. And then they said, we're going to have a piece of your art. We're just trying to figure out where we want it and where to make room for it, but we want a piece of your art. And I said, what are you looking at? And they pointed at 3 different pictures that are all 30 by 40s, big ones. Okay. Not more than an hour before, somebody was making fun of my work. And then somebody else came and they're art collectors and they've been thinking about buying my work and they're planning on buying my work. So it's 2 different camps, right? So this is my point. That just kind of brings tears to my eyes because it was just such an aha moment for me, right? Because I was connecting what I had talked to with a few people in the group about, Monica and a few others, and I'm like, it's the same thing. these people do not value you, but it's no different than a certain style you value versus don't value. It's your thing, it's your gig, it's their thing, right? Just because they're vocal about it or rude about it or not thoughtful or not sensitive about it, we can't let that get to us, right? And these people value you. Pull those in, hug them, stroke them, give them everything you got, because those are the people that are going to build your confidence, and building your confidence is going to build your skill, right? It's going to build your skill, your abilities. I mean, it's not only just related to art, it's related to peopling, right? How to people. I just see myself in the camera and I'm like, dang, I actually really have I just noticed the time change, 10 a.m. I don't know. Monica, Michelle just messaged that to me. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I made a big mistake on something. Anyways, so that's what I wanted to come to say to you. But I also want to give you a quiz, and this is kind of a quiz that is called a transformation quiz, and I took it a long time ago when I was going through like a coaching program. It's called a transformation quiz, okay? And so what I want you to do with your pencils is write down 3 columns and write yes, sometimes, and no. And every yes answer is worth 2 points. Every sometimes answer is worth 1 point, and every no answer is worth 0 points. Okay? So write down that yes, sometimes, and no with your pencils. Or you'll get it. You don't have to write it down if you want. You'll get it, right? Okay, so here's the questions. Okay, so the first question is, I know what my key strengths are. Yes, sometimes, or no. Okay, do you know what your key strengths are? You know, if you're answering, heck yes, I know. If you say, I think so, that would be sometimes. And if you say, I have no idea what my key strengths are, that's no. Okay, so that's number 1. I know what I'm passionate about and what inspires me. Yes, sometimes, or no. Okay. All right. I understand the qualities that people appreciate me and I use them to help others. Yes, sometimes, or no. Okay. All right. Number 4. I understand what's unique about me and where I add value to others and consistently build on these characteristics. Oh, I like Luann's answering each one. I think so, sometimes. All right. Okay, number 5. I build on my personal strengths and delegate my weaknesses to others. Boom. That's a hard one, right? It's not the building on your personal strengths, it's delegating your weaknesses, right? I know that's hard. That's the one where I would be maybe a sometimes or a no. I know what my strengths are, but I don't delegate very well. Okay. Number 6, I believe in myself and my abilities, and I have a deep inner confidence and strong self-belief. Yes, sometimes, or no. Okay. All right, number 7. I am expert at what I do, and I carry out my job better than most people I know. I don't delegate very well either, Luann. That one I fail at. Okay, so 7 is I am expert at what I do, and I carry out my job better than most people I know. Okay. All right. Number 8 is I look forward to going to work and or my daily life. Maybe it's not called work to you, but I look forward to my daily life, or I look forward to going to work. Number 9 is I rarely feel drained by the way I spend my day. Essentially, I have as much energy at the end of the day as I did at the start. Yes, sometimes or never. Okay. Last one is number 10. I feel comfortable and able to fully express myself in the work I do and in the way I spend my time. Yes, sometimes never. All right. So a perfect score in that, right? Perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. Nobody is going to get a perfect score. A perfect score would be 20. Okay. So it would be 20 points. And then when we go down, you know, 5 points, there's no like if you're at 15 points, you're this, you're if you're at this. But the further you go down to 0, right? Hopefully everybody is at 10 or above, I'm hoping. But the further that you go down to 10 to 0, the more you have to say, okay, these are the confidence areas that I need to work on personally. Nobody else can help me with this, right? I need to work on that. And what am I going to? All right. So, what am I going to do? Right. So, look at these and look at anything that you scored a no on, and those have to be your first priority, right? So, for me, I think that my thing that I would say I'd be a no on is I am expert at what I do and I carry out my job better than most people I know. So I have several jobs, but let's go one in the art field and in the Pilates field. Okay. So in the art field, I have several jobs, and in the Pilates field, I just have one. But I would say in both of those fields, I don't feel like I'm better than most people I know. Okay. So, what I feel like is that means I have to work on my professionalism in both sides of it, right? So, in Pilates, I know where I'm weak. I know where I'm good. I'm good at, the energy and the strength and pushing people and all that. But I also know that I forget the anatomy. I forget cues. Like I don't know that much because I'm new at it. And so I need to learn, and my professional development, I need to focus on my own professional development and keep on learning. Okay. It doesn't bother me because I'm new. In my art, I'm still new because being 7 years in a field of art is not a long time, but I don't feel like I'm better than most people I know, or that I carry out my job. And I will tell you, I'm not talking about creating art, right? Because you can never be better than most people, or, whatever. It's art is just so subjective, right? I'm talking about the professionalism of an artist and carrying out my job that way, right? Have I done the things that people who want to be professional artists have done? Not as much as I should, right? And not as much as I think of. So I feel like that's where when I take this quiz, that's where I'm going to zero in on. If you said no to something else, like I know what my key strengths are, you got to zero in on that and finding out and learning about yourself and what your key strengths are. I wasn't talking about art, LOL. So I just thought that I would share that with you because I think that it's kind of like an aha. I mean, they're called quick transformation quizzes. I have another one that I will share with you in a couple weeks because I think that this is one thing I feel like, as far as me being a leader in a group, I haven't done my job well enough or as well as I want to do. And part of this is the kind of coaching aspect that when I stopped with business builders, I didn't realize, well, we still need to be doing this, and it's beneficial to me too, because it's like my own little aha, raha, woohoo, raha moment. Okay. So hopefully that was beneficial to you. And let's see, I only have one announcement to make. And that announcement is starting in April. I am going to be, I already made this announcement, but not a lot of you were on. Starting in April, I'm going to be moving not happy hour. When I do a tutorial, I'm going to be moving it to Wednesday evenings. My schedule has shifted and changed again, but I'm also going to do a little a poll to see whether you guys want to do it at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. I've been kind of like, oh, I want to get more people on the lives. And I feel like that's a really, really great way to build the community, is get more people on the lives talking while we're doing, some tutorials and all that. And so I really want to make sure that I'm meeting you guys. It's okay, Michelle, that I'm meeting you guys where it's best to meet you. So it'll be Wednesday, so I can't really do anything about that. Monica's coming on Tuesday, and Lynn Hubner is coming to do botanical printmaking. She's a master printer. She did an amazing workshop at our retreat last year. She's extremely talented. She's going to come on once every 3 months and do a workshop for us. So she will be coming on the following week, and then I'll do our floral of the month the following week, and we will be having happy hour every Friday. All right. Thank you, Luann. Awesome. Thank you. All right, you guys. So if you have any questions, of course, message me or leave them here. Is Monica coming on at 10 a.m.? Is that what it says? I'll switch it. No, she's not coming on at 10 a.m. She's coming on, I believe, at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. But if it says 10 a.m., I will definitely switch that. Okay? All right. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, Monica says 5 p.m. Okay, you guys, I hope you have had a beautiful weekend, and we will be seeing you next week. All right. What does that say? Okay. It says 10 a.m. Okay, I'll switch it. All right. Mwah. Bye, you guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. Have a great, great, great Sunday evening. Okay. Mwah. Bye.